Hello. This is honestly getting ridiculous, these attacks that I've been going through. Oh my Lord. Um, if you're like me, just hang in there, okay? Because there's incredible miracles that are going to be happening very soon. I really feel that. So, in the last few weeks, they I get they probably, they have this massive network and they're, oh, look for the person who drives this car when she comes through the drive-through or whatever, drop this in her taco or whatever. They gave me salmonella first. After the salmonella, I don't know how they did some kind of like mirror magic or something, and they took Annie for 4 hours and returned her like a pile of goo. She was like near to death. It was awful, horrible. And then then she got better. And then they did something else to her again. They shot her with something else. And again, barely survived that one. Then I get E. coli. This like all in a pretty short span of time. Then my neighbor downstairs seems like a really sweet lady. She's got these daughters that are just like mean as hell, man. You look at them and smile. They're like, you know, they won't even smile or crack a smile or anything. They're crazy. Anyway, jeez. So they start as if I've never been exposed to one. This is like my fourth time now. They started focusing a direct energy weapon on me. Have you guys ever experienced? Now, some of you have probably experienced it and had no idea what it even was, what it feels like. Okay, it sounds kind of like a washing machine through somebody else's wall. It sounds like your neighbor is doing, laundry. It's like zhin, 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 zhin. Sometimes it goes zhin, 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 zhin. So some of them sound different depending on the brand or whatever type it is or the kind of stuff they put out. And you might have heart palpitations, a headache, your stomach churns, you've got diarrhea. You feel like running to get away from it. Like, what the, this is incredibly uncomfortable. Then you go somewhere else, and there's like this crazy person down beneath you following you with this weapon. And I've had this happen often enough to know that they do this because everywhere you walk, they follow you with it. It's like, do you not have anything better to do? Are you freaking kidding me? Like this, it's so comical. It's like, really? You're that bored or that desperate for something, like whatever it is. If you would have just been my friend, I would have given it to you. I'm sure if you're that desperate and you're that in need of something or whatever, I would have done something to help you. What the fuck are you attacking me for? I haven't even done anything to you. It's like, you're nuts. Do you even know who I am? Do you know anything about me? Do you have you just believed somebody's lies? I mean, come on. So then she switches tactics. And I have a camera recording every bit of this. All of it. I got pictures. I'm working with the authorities. I'm sending them all the information. Here's when she comes. Here's when she goes. Here's what she's doing now. She switched from she switched from the energy weapon over to a radiation bomb. And as if that wasn't enough, apparently it only goes for about 6 hours or something because she had to come back real quick with the dog. She brought the dog in into the radiation area. She has a baby, by the way, following me around with a direct energy weapon with a freaking baby in her arms. I've heard the baby cry. Get a freaking clue. Your baby knows. Your baby knows it's wrong. Don't you care about your baby? What is wrong with people? Lord, have mercy. So then she puts off some kind of radiation bomb. And this has all been confirmed by my person that I'm not going to tell you guys about right now. He's going to freaking deserve a Medal of Honor after all this that he's had to help me with. So it's been professionally and scientifically proven both the direct energy weapon. So no, I'm not making it up. And I've been through it enough times to know what it sounds like and what it feels like. Okay. So then I go, then she lets off this radiation bomb. And I was like, okay, this is different. She switched tactics. She's getting really desperate. Like that didn't work. Okay, what now? And she did the direct energy weapon precisely from January 17th up until today. That's like 2 weeks. More than 2 weeks. That's more than 2 weeks of an energy weapon focused right on me wherever I am. Where if I'm sitting on the couch, here it comes, boom, 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 boom. Then I go to bed, boom, boom, boom. How irritating that is, both to my system and to so it took everything within me to just stay calm and be like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. God's got you. God's got you. It may be uncomfortable for a bit, but you're fine. So, and then she comes back as if that wasn't enough. I'll lay out this bomb that goes for about 6 hours, apparently, because she came back to reset it. She goes back in there, exposes herself to radiation again. She goes in there with a dog, poor dog. She goes in there to reset it or something because she was only in there for a couple minutes and then she left. And she had her boyfriend too. I saw her boyfriend today, or whatever he was. I don't know if he's a brother or just like is some kind of other crazy lunatic, obviously psychopath or sociopath. So I look at him, and I was coming back from running errands, and he looked at me, and I knew immediately. I mean, there was no guessing about it. I was like, he's going to her place. He's part of this shit. He's part of this bullshit. And sure enough, like he gets around a corner and he looks back again, and I just looked at him like you're speechless. This, like, you guys are sick and stupid. I even warned them. I warned another like Satanist or Luciferian or whatever the fuck she is. The neighbor that tried to kill me too with asbestos, sprinkling it in my carpet. Thank you. That was just lovely. What a really great friend you are. You restored my faith in humanity. So I texted her and I told her, don't be surprised if our little friend downstairs gets arrested for doing DEWING, something very illegal, and she gets, rounded up and goes to jail soon. If you care about her, you might want to let her know, because there's like a mom and her horrible frowny face daughters. And, how could you not just laugh? It's just so freaking laughable. It's so, you can't, if you're ever faced with stuff like this, if any of you are going through this stuff, laugh. God's been telling me through this whole thing, just freaking laugh it off. And I'm like, dude, my insides feel like they're spilling out. Like my guts are like about to explode out of my stomach. Or you can't laugh at it. What are you talking about? And then it was like, now I get it though. Now I get it. Because now with the radiation, I'm like, okay, well, I guess if I'm dead, I'm dead. I guess I'm going to see whether I really, because I believe, because God's shown me certain things about what I am, who I am, that I'm some kind of chosen one or something. I don't know, guys. It's just the signs I'm getting. And he says that it's okay to share it with you. He actually prompts me to do that from time to time. So I'm not going by my ego here. I don't think I'm here something special or anything. And some of you watching are probably one too. I don't know. If you're going through a bunch of shit right now, if it feels like the whole world is piling a bunch of shit on you, you're probably one. Because the bad guys know the difference we're going to make in the future. They know that we're going to do great things. So they're not happy with that. Their whole evil kingdom is coming to crumbles. I mean, they're going to ashes like quick. These guys are going to be caught so fast, and there's like so much evidence that I've been able to document It's ridiculous. I mean, it's like, I mean, now they're going out with all, all the gusto they can muster. They have no idea what's going to happen to them on the other side of this. When somebody attacks, I mean, I'm even talking like being insulting or gossipy or saying, just speaking against somebody who's chosen by God to do something special for God. I've been trying to warn everybody for like 2 years. I said, look, my whole life, as soon as somebody does something really bad to me, their life blows up bad. Like everything goes to ruins, or they die in a weird freak accident, like Final Destination. Like weird stuff happens. I've even had like men in black appear to somebody and threaten them, like, you better call her and apologize right now and tell her exactly what went on and that you are sorry you did it, and then I'll let you live. Like a naturopathic doctor couldn't figure out what she had that was killing her, and she was sure she was going to die. She had tried everything and couldn't heal until she finally was approached by those men in black who threatened her, and didn't threaten her, but said, look, if you want to live, you're going to have to apologize for this. So she did. She called me and she said, I'm not making this up, you guys. I know it sounds totally crazy, but here's the thing. If you're a chosen one, you are here to do a task, whether you like it or not. Did I choose this? Apparently on some other level, but would I choose this? Hell no. Are you freaking kidding me? Dude, I'm PTSD. There's no way in hell I would put myself in situations like this where I'm having to survive. And my poor cats. I would never, ever put this, no. Hell no would I choose this. Well, I do believe on the other side of this is tremendous rewards, not just the wealth transfer, blah, blah, all that stuff, because who cares about that stuff? I mean, it's great. It's comfortable and all of that. It's great. It's great. I'm not downplaying that. I'm saying that, but it really is only for comfort and security and enjoyment of life, like more, you know what I mean? And I do believe I've earned it. So any of you self-entitled people out there who think that you should take from somebody else who's going to be given something, that's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Because you know what? If you actually deserved that, if you actually deserved to be helped in some way or to have a piece of the pie, so to speak, then it would be obvious. And the person you're having to attack like that, they would just give it to you because you would have earned it, right? And be like, well, of course, thank you so much for helping me make that thing. Thank you so much for being so, oh my God. Like, do you know how many people? Well, there's not very many, but there are people in my life that have been there so much for me, who've been so incredible to me. I would give them anything. These people could have been that. These people could have been those people who had my back no matter what. Instead of being little spoiled brats, acting like, I want everything. She shouldn't have this or that. She shouldn't be allowed to be happy and have a family. What? Come on. Geez, these people just are absolutely the most immature little children. I'm so appalled by this ridiculous psychopathic, sociopathic behavior. It disgusts me. I am outraged right now. I would never wish any ill will on anybody, not even my enemies. I was pouring my heart out today. God, let them forgive them and let them change if they're willing and if they're able. Help them heal. Let them feel my love. Let them feel my love and see what it's like to be in God energy. Help them be impacted by this. And I have looked at so many of these cards that I have that talk about like what's happening to them. Almost every single one of these instances, they realize I'm a chosen one and they believe in God now. But now they're more afraid of God than they were of Satan. So whose side should you have been on from the start? God. What kind of decisions should you have been making all this time? To protect kind, loving people, not try to kill them. And who cares what anybody's going to get? Whether it's money or a great life or a family or a husband or whatever it is they're going to get. I don't know what I have coming in the future. I've had visions, or I've had like ideas, or I've had premonitions. I get how God shows me things in readings all the time, and he confirms that. And he says, what I'm sending you in those readings is true. It's going to come true. And I'm just like, well, can we fast forward through this really uncomfortable part, please? So if you're going through this too, dude, I feel for you. I really feel for you. But don't give up. Don't give up. Just know that something really incredible, there's going to be a breakthrough just around the corner. God's got your back. You just believe that and hold on to that. And just know that no matter what, it's like God has to use you. You are here for a purpose. And until he says it's time for you to go, you're not going nowhere. So man does not control what happens. God controls what happens. So God has the ultimate authority, and you, as one of God's chosen ones, also have the authority. So step into your power, own it, claim it, proclaim it, command and demand it. You're way more powerful than any of this bullshit. And they know it. Why do they keep doing it? Because they know they're going down, and they're not going down without a fight. They're going to do whatever they can to you, But just know also that we are in martial law. The military's in charge, and they are watching all of our phones, all of our cameras, all of our conversations we think are private. They're not. We've known this for a while, and I've been actually in direct communication with those I feel can make a difference. So it's really silly. It's really silly. So, but the military's in charge, and when it's supposed to happen, people like this will finally get rounded up. And I've been praying and praying and praying for all of the kind, loving people in the world. I'm not even saying chosen ones. In my prayers, I'm just like, and obviously the daily boosters are on the top of my list of who I pray for every day. No matter how I feel or what I'm going through, I'm praying for you guys. I'm a tough SOB. If that's anything this thing has proven to me, I'm tougher than I even could have ever imagined. I could never know. You dude, if you would have asked me even a couple years ago, could you endure all of this? I would have been like, hell no. I'd be running the hell out of there. But because of my love for my cats, I stay right where I'm at until there's a better option at some point reveals itself, which God will provide. God always provides in his perfect timing exactly what it is you need. And if anyone's going anywhere, it's all the people that are trying to kill other people. So, or scam them, or steal from them. Remember common law. Remember the Constitution. The 3 things you cannot do. You cannot lie blatantly, like you cannot, is it lie? No, it's not that you can't lie. But that'd be involved. Well, some lies. There are good lies. Like if a guy approaches you and says, "Are you alone, my dear?" No, my boyfriend's showing up any minute. Lying is fine if you do it in the right context with the right heart. Lying is fine. Anyway, so do not scam intentionally. Do not go, intend to go scam somebody and scam them. Don't ever do that. Don't steal from somebody. Don't take what's theirs, ever. Don't do that. And don't kill anybody. As long as you don't do those 3 things, there are no other rules in the whole world. There are no policies. There are no procedures. There are no laws. All of that was just to control us. All of that was just a bunch of fake bullshit to try to keep control of us and try to, use tyranny to rule over us and make us pay them money so they could go traffic children. It's ridiculous. Somebody told me today, like, oh, my sister's going to have to pay $60,000 in tax. And I was like, did you really? She better not pay that. You know, they're desperate for money right now. And she's going to pay them to go abuse these children. It's all going to child trafficking, guys. Like a major, major part of it. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. Make up excuses. Put it off. Say, oh, I'm going through really hard times. I can only give you $100. They will take it so quick. That will be like, okay, because this is their scam. Completely illegal and treasonous. It's their scam. That's what they're doing. Credit cards. Dude, somebody needs to tell Mark Z and the guy, the other whatever, who acts like some kind of professional about Jasara. I don't like him at all because he's just really got a horrible attitude. He's really pissy on his channel and stuff. Anyway, both of those guys who seem to know a lot about what's going on, they don't have a clue about this, about credit cards, guys. And credit scores, they go together, okay? Credit cards, when we were born, we got a social security number and we were treated as chattel. You guys probably know, a lot of you already know all of this stuff. The social security number is like, hey, you're mine. You're mine, your all caps name is mine. And you were given a trust at that point, and then we're traded on the stock market on a regular basis. That's what the whole stock market thing is us getting traded here, and boop, 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 all the different contracts and things. Like whenever we sign something and put our social security number, that's a contract. So they got all kinds of like different accounts for you too. Oh, the marriage over here, that's a corporation. That was not under God, by the way. If you got a marriage that everybody else gets, that was not a marriage. It was a corporation being formed, and it was not under God. It was under them. So, and they made a contract and they were making money off of you. I don't, and yeah. So we have this trust fund called a SQV trust worth, I don't know, tens of thousands for some of you, millions for some of you, I don't know. So they got this big trust, and every time you sign a receipt or sign for a credit card, or you, if you apply for a credit card and you sign and you say, yes, please, I'd like for you to borrow me some money, for you to lend me some money so that I can, pay my bills or whatever, and then I'll pay you off as I get more money, and then I'll debt to that, right? With the interest rate and all that kind of stuff. It's all a scam. Because for one, because anytime you give them a social security number in your signature, they can take that money out of your trust fund. So they do, and boy, do they. So you go out to dinner, they already grab that money out of your trust fund. Thank you, they say. And then you go out to, go get the credit card or whatever, everything that you buy with your credit card. It's already taken out of your trust. Everything's already paid for. I don't know if I'm explaining it technically is the best that it can be explained, but this is kind of the gist, okay? They get all the money for all of it. American Express, MasterCard, all those guys, they already got all the money back. So for you to pay them back at the end of the month is absolutely ridiculous. It's called double dipping. They should not be asking you to pay on top of the money they pulled out of your trust fund, let alone bill you on top of it like an interest rate, as if you should get some kind of slap on the hand for not, Same with taxes. They're completely, totally voluntary. Credit scores. I was going to explain the correlation. Credit score companies are in cahoots with the credit card companies. You better pay or you're going to get a mark on your credit. I used to have like my credit was like 870 or something ridiculous, like awesome credit, 872 or something. I had incredible credit before all this happened. I started standing up for myself against all this crap. So I went and, I start going up against these guys, and I tell them, look, you should be paying it out of my trust. Not in those words, but look, Go get it out of my trust. You already did. So we're already balanced. You got a zero balance already. Like, what are you asking me for the money for? And then, then they send you to these other, collection agencies and stuff like that, which is also bullshit. They're all in cahoots and they're punishing you by, I'm going to lower your score if you don't do what we say and pay you what we say, which is ridiculous, and that's what I mean. Like Mark Z and the other guy, they don't realize credit scores are bullshit. And they're going to be completely eliminated with the times we're coming into with NASARA, JASARA, common law, constitutional, all of that stuff. All of it. It's going to change all of it. We should not have a credit score system based on whether you pay double dip or not, whether you pay double or not. you know? So we're going to find all this out as we go along. We're going to find out more. Yes, we're going to find out more and more and more. So document everything really well. If you're going through what I'm going through, document it, document everything, document the crap out of everything and get as much proof as you can. Take blood tests, take whatever you need to, to prove whatever you can prove about it, because the time is coming very, very soon that all these guys are going to jail. And when I look at the cards, a lot of them are going to die before they even get to jail. They're that bad. They're that evil. They should not even exist anymore if they're trying to hurt kind, loving people. God needs kind, loving people to be leading the new earth. He's not going to let all these evil sons of, who's go kill all his kind, loving people so that these guys can freaking just go rule the planet being assholes to everybody. No way. No, that ain't happening. It ain't happening. Okay. So, yeah, just hang in there. If you're in a situation like me, just hang in there. Be strong. Know that God's got you. Do what you can to get comfortable or be comfortable. That's really all you can do is just get through it the best you can. And I can give you tips too. If you contact me and you need my help because you're going through this kind of stuff too, I can help. So I guess I'm just not going to talk your ear off anymore. I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what's been going on. Somebody just ordered like an audio question, and I was like, sorry, I haven't gotten back to you. Somebody was trying to kill me yesterday, and I was running all over the place trying to figure out what to do. So talking to God, meditating, and first and foremost, also they know about moon cycles. They know about all your astrology stuff. They know a lot of these people have like studied you since you were a kid, and they know your chart and everything. So they know you're like your weak spots, your weak links and stuff, and they'll attack you right there. Bah, 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 bah. So this is your time to get really tough. Okay, this is your time to say, I'm going to heal this once and for all. I'm not going to be afraid of this thing anymore, period. Do Barbara and Katie on it or whatever you can, but get in a high vibration, get excited. I mean, I know what they're up to, so I intentionally dance around and have as much fun as possible. Maybe not even literally dance around, but like in do, 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 yeah. Then laugh as much as you can. Like, you got to stay in a high vibration because just remember that video that I talked about. If they can get you guys are like on a teeter-totter, right? And if they can get on top of you, you go down, right? And then you're all miserable, suffering, But if you bounce up like I'm talking about, like get your energy back up there and be excited, muster all the excitement you can, then you start going up and they go down. Okay, that's how it works. It's like a teeter-totter. So just remember, when you're down, you're putting them up. And when you're up, you're putting them where they should be if they're attackers, So get happy and get excited about the future, and do not give up, no matter how tough it is. I mean, I've been doing this all by myself, knowing full well there are quite a few, as you guys know, who've been following me for years, there are quite a few people who love me, and they're not doing shit. Nothing. I've been completely alone, carrying the heaviest stuff you can possibly imagine, doing everything all by myself against like 900 something people trying to come up against me. I mean, I have, yeah. I mean, I have like, yeah, yeah. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm just saying, no relationship. Nobody to, to actually in my physical space to help. And man, I've given as an angel, like as an earth angel or whatever we're called, we are, and I've talked about this too, we are karma bombs. So all the people that I've gone to help me, everybody that I've gone to and say, hey, could you please such and such? I really need this, or I really need that. And they say, oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to get my feet wet. I don't want to get icky. I don't want to inconvenience myself, or whatever, or, oh, this is a perfect time for me to make a jab at you, or whatever, anybody who's not treated somebody like me well, they're going to pay for it. They're seriously going to pay for it. And God wanted to see through your eyes, He wanted to experience, hey, try this one. I think this one's, I'm going to give them a chance. I'm going to see if they have goodness in them. I'm going to send my angel over there to ask for help and see what they do. If they respond favorably, I'm going to shower my blessings down on them when it's time. But if they don't, they're gonna pay for that. They're gonna pay for not supporting my angel. So I've been seeing it, like, and I'm just like, dude, like, God, are there any nice people anymore? Are there any good people anymore? Would anybody help me? They like almost all failed the test. Almost all, like 98%. 98% of the people that I've asked for help from, or that I've acted like, like just needed any kind of help at all. They've like shunned me or said, no, I'm sorry, or they've taken the jab at me or done whatever they could to be like, nope, I don't want to be involved. So all of those people are in some serious, serious trouble. But that's okay. I mean, we all have to reap the consequences, okay? So if you've been an asshole to people your whole life, you're freaking gonna go through hell right now. You're gonna have some serious shit go down for you. Those of you who've been kind and loving to people, you're gonna have the most incredible shower of miracles and love you would not even believe. So I would just highly recommend meditating, staying present in the moment, pouring your love out to the world, radiation, love radiation everywhere. And be imagining, like, as this radiation, I'm feeling all this radiation all around me. That's how I was like, whoa, this is kind of a weird energy. They switched tactics here. Like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's like penetrating everything. And I felt heat with it. And I was like, what is this? This is very uncomfortable. I can feel it on my skin. I was like, well, this isn't radiation, is it? It'd be weird. Like, who the hell, what? So I was like, okay, we're radiating love right now. Radiating love. This is great. Bring it. Bring it. Because you can transmute that energy. You can make it loving energy. You can make it healing energy. It may not feel like it, but you know, it'll bring miracles. Just keep praying. Even if you don't feel it in the moment, just be, thank you, God, so much for all the incredible miracles. Thank you so much for all the incredible, kind, loving people who are being supportive of me right now and who've got my back, which right now really isn't much at all. but I'm praying it. And I'm really meaning it. I'm really feeling it. Thank you, God, so much for bringing in the most incredible, trustworthy, kind, loving people into my life. Thank you so much. No one deceptive is even allowed in my life. Only those who truly love and support me. Thank you so much for surrounding me with the most incredible people and the most incredible miracles I've ever seen in my life. And I pray that all the time, no matter my circumstances. So, you know, It's a time to get tough. And it's a very exciting time. Very, very exciting time. In so many different ways, from so many different angles, it's ridiculous. So do not worry about me. I'll be fine. Okay. Because God has plans for me. I swear to God, sometimes I'm just like, dude, like, I want out of here. You're the one who wants me to live. So I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. This is incredibly uncomfortable. This is horrible. This is horrible pain. Like, this is beyond suffering, God. Like, come on. You really can't expect me to sit here and take this, do you? You know? I mean, how can you not laugh? You just you gotta laugh at you gotta be able to laugh at yourself. You've got to be able to laugh at your circumstances. You got to be able to laugh about all of it. It's really important to have a sense of humor. So anyway, I hope this helps. I'll be fine. I'll be fine, and I'll keep you guys posted. I wouldn't have made this video if God didn't tell me. He had to prompt me like 3 times. Make a video about it. Make a video about it. Make a video about it. I was like, seriously? But okay, so here I am being obedient. I'm doing it. So I don't know why people are that way. And obviously they're just overrun by demons who just have total control of their minds and everything that they do. So what can you do? This is why I've talked so much on my channel about not listening to demons and only listening to God or your angels in the present moment. Because that's what you turn into. If you listen to the lies of the devil and Satan and Lucifer and all the whole clan, Baal and whoever else, Molech, all those guys have the same, very similar philosophies. They don't give a shit about any of us good people. So, yeah, again, I hope this encouraged you. I send a lot of love to you guys. Let me do a blessing for protection for everyone, encouragement for everyone, and for everybody to keep their chin up, because this is a freaking crazy time. That's for sure. But like I said, incredible things that are definitely coming to those of you who have stood the test of time and been kind and loving through it all. And so you have that to look forward to. You have a lot to look. Some of the stuff is going to be mind blowing. Like, you've never had so much support and love. Like, people would be falling all over themselves to help you and be there for you. And there was a reason that you went through it all by yourself, all alone. There was a reason for it. God had to toughen you up and show you that you could do it all by yourself. If you had somebody else doing it, you might give them all the credit when all was said and done. Oh, it was because of him or whatever. God's like, no. You need to know your power. You need to see what you're capable of. You need to see what you can do. So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay. All right. So here is a blessing for all of you to protect all the kind, loving people, and also be really wise about everything. Like, ask God questions about everything. Like, is this safe to do? Is this somewhere safe to go? Is this person trustworthy? Is this food okay to eat? Is this, and bliss everything and all of that. And your immune system should be getting real strong. I know mine is. Oh, Lord. All right. Shishi no to sa se na kuhi pepe na tro sa ta chen chi chi why. Atata ta sa sa chi why. Ta 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 sa chi chi pu pu pu. Ta 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 na shi why e ke peton ta sa se la wo he na ta ta shi na tu sa he wa. Haki na truto ta ta shi na ta 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 ta. Pe. And I just got also that anybody who owns one of these direct energy weapons or radiation bombs or any of that kind of crap, and anybody that they loan it to, all of them are going down. I mean, that's a given. Anybody who owns any kind of that kind of, because that stuff is designed to kill someone. You're not any fooling around. Like guns, They can be used to scare people off. They can be used to like, warn somebody, don't rob this place. They can be like, just show your gun, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'll just go outside and leave. you know, or whatever, like guns can have a couple different purposes, but direct energy weapons, radiation bombs, those are meant to absolutely, your intention is to kill. So anybody who owns one or lends one out or borrows them, I'm sorry, but you guys are done. You're done. You cannot go forward into the new earth. So I'm gonna pull some of these cards about what's happening as a collective of everybody watching right now, all the kind, loving people who are getting picked on with ridiculous things like this. You guys are what's gonna happen or what is happening. It's either what is happening or what's gonna happen soon to the people that did this to you. Okay, they've been approached and warned about you. See, and they're so dumb. They're so programmed by these demons that just have them like they're little puppets, and these demons are like, oh, be really pissed off at them. Oh, be really mad about this and be resentful about that. Oh, you should be, entitlement, whatever. It's like the demons are totally playing them, and they're totally believing all the lies of the devil. Their magic is now ineffective. Everyone knows they were lying about you. I mean, how else were they going to have people come against you, right? Because you don't do anything wrong. You're kind, you know? So they had to be lying about you. They finally figured, some of these people figured it out. And they're like, I'm not having anything to do with this anymore. The angel of death is on their heels. See, a lot of these people are going to die just like that. Somebody said something about April, like millions of people die. Just a massive, just they're all going out. They know you're a chosen one now. They've been stripped of their power. That's the second one about that. Wow. They're scared of you. That's why they lurk in the shadows. They don't even dare do black magic at this point. They don't want to pay the price, and it will be a hefty price. Like I said, in my example, even people who've gossiped about me or said negative things about me have gotten really, really bad consequences, let alone relentlessly trying to attack and kill me. Like, I can't even imagine what they're going to have to go through. And it won't be as easy as just dying. Trust me. Like, God will not let them die. They'll be like, nope. I mean, he'll be like, nope, you're not going anywhere till you felt what you did. I mean, a lot of these people are actually going to go through what they put you through. So, and even like a simulation, how when you die, you go through that whole review process. They're going to have to go through everything they've put you through, every bit of it. These guys are going to feel the direct energy weapon following them around everywhere they go, making you feel like your insides are going to explode out your belly. They're going to have to feel the radiation. What is that strange feeling? Something like there's energy all around me is making me very warm. It's like palpable, They're going to have to feel that. They're going to have to feel all of it. They want to apologize, but their pride won't let them all. They're experiencing all they were putting on you, and it's payback. They can't believe how protected you are. And a lot of these guys, like, they now believe in God. So they wish they would have made different decisions, so they'd still have you in their life. So they regret what they did only because the consequences are hitting them. All right. So also, moral to the story, don't ever do anything that you can't accept the consequences to. Otherwise, you're pretty much a moron. I mean, if you're going to cheat on somebody, just automatically expect you're going to get a divorce. You're going to get repercussions. You're going to get your whole life is going to fall apart. If you're going to go sneak off and jack off or something, your marriage is ruined already. Just you deciding to go do that, it's over. You can't do anything sneaky. There's nothing, any decision that you can make over here in the dark that isn't going to somehow come to light in the future and blow up in your face in the worst of ways. So decide to do good things. So the consequences will be good. You know, it's pretty simple. You know, don't do anything that's going to come back and smack you. And then, you know, if you feel like, oh, what'll be the consequences if I do this thing? Well, okay, I can accept those consequences, then I'll go ahead and do the action. If you can accept the consequences, that's fine. All right, you guys. I'm sure this had to have helped somebody out there. Or you wouldn't have asked me to do it. I love you guys. Send you a big giant hug. Even my enemies, even all of you who've been after me. I forgive you because I forgive you for me. I don't care what you do. You guys are just listening to demons. You guys don't know any better. You're dumb, really dumb to be doing all this, but you know, you're just gonna have to accept the consequences to come. That's all. You're just little children that don't know any better. So, but I do, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I hope you heal. I hope you will heal. I do. Really hope you'll heal. Not for my sake, but just so you can feel what it feels like to feel love in your life. It feels good to take somebody's groceries, you know, pick their groceries up for them and put them in their car for them. It feels good to open the door for somebody and smile at them. It feels good to hold your baby and love your baby and do good things for your baby instead of subjecting them to putting this kind of stuff around them. And your dog, like, you're not the only person. There's like a million other people who've been after me. But every one of them, I'm just like, why would you do that? Like, what? The love that you could feel instead is just tremendous, so much more powerful than whatever reasons you could have to be doing what you're doing. The only thing that causes people to do that is that they're unhealed. So I pray that you'll heal. I pray that you'll heal. Shishi no tro sasona ke pe wa ana tata sei hi e she won. Ato shishi hikinata. Pepe no toroshi e hala san seki tutun tata pe pobohoma anata shishi shiken tatun sa se. Ha pa pameno ton tota shishi na kita set scene. All right, you guys, again, have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.